Hello guys and welcome back to another video. This time we're not doing gameplay, we're going to be doing a little chat, and trust me, I am really anxious about this because we're talking about something that you shouldn't talk about at the dinner table. It's not politics, it's not religion. In fact, I feel we should zoom in. It's the M word, money. And trust me, I am as uncomfortable as you are, probably more so, let's be honest, about talking about this particular subject. But today we are going to be talking about Patreon. Now, Patreon has been mentioned to me a few times in streams and also in videos, and I'm very quick to kind of move away from that topic because before I was working a lot in South America and never felt that I could provide regular content and thus couldn't justify asking for financial support. And the second reason I kind of avoided the subject was because, and it's a very personal reason to me, is evaluating my self-worth as a content creator and the quality of content that I produce. To produce gaming videos, in my mind, is simply not enough, which is why I want to kindle a community, and it's why I've put a lot of work into developing and growing a community and supporting the community that we're involved with. It's also why I focus on creating tutorials or reviews or spotlight videos, which I find are not just fun, entertaining, but also interesting and hopefully, in your eyes, helpful. It's the same reason why we've worked on this website platform, so that I can create extra content and guides for you, and why I try and regularly update that as well. And I really do hope that the website is going to become a useful hub for the whole community. So at this point, you're probably wondering, why now? What's changed? Well, as a lot of you know, a few months ago I had the opportunity to stay in South America and earn nothing, or to return back to the UK and again earn nothing. And it was a no-brainer. I would rather come back to the UK and have time with my family and be able to put the work into this channel, something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And thankfully I've had the free time available to put in 1 to 2 videos a week, sometimes more, in fact usually more, and also putting extra time into live streams as well. And thankfully, from the ad revenue that we've earned on YouTube, and also from some very kind donations on YouTube and Twitch, I've been able to pay off some of my debts and to just get by, essentially. Well, I now have the opportunity to return to South America and work for this company. Or the other option is to push this full time. And to be honest, my heart is already made up. I love creating content, and hopefully you find it valuable. And I think people do. Judging by the numbers and comparing my channel to other similar sized channels, I think people are finding my content useful, certainly with feedback from you guys. And so this is something that I really want to push. So that is why I'm coming to you guys to ask for support on Patreon. But only if you do have some money spare at the end of the month, and only if you feel that my content is worth that. By supporting me, you will be allowing me to sustain my living here, but also helping me to put the work in to actually make this a career, and to both lift the community and the content that I provide to the next level. So you're probably wondering as well why I'm going to Patreon when you could support me on Twitch through a subscribe or through donations, which is an excellent question, and it's partly because of all this kind support that I've received that I've wanted to take this to Patreon. And that is because with Patreon, the donations that you make towards me will go much further. For example, Twitch takes about 50% of each subscription as their own earnings, which is fair enough. They need to remain profitable, but through Patreon, the cut is much smaller. It's about 10% in total, sometimes less. So by starting up a Patreon page, those who are supporting me who are not bothered about the extra emotes and cool rewards that you get with Twitch. This is the best way that someone can help support the channel to help me grow and sustain the content that we're currently providing. I will mention that there are going to be some cool bonuses for people who do support me on Patreon, but at the same time I still want the regular content to remain free for all. But by providing regular support, you'll be able to help me sustain this channel and to continue growing it. And I want to be able to reward you in some way for that. So I have lots of rewards available, from things like regular Patreon podcasts and Discord roles, to also things like access to our Toasty special ads, or our totally not sponsored ads, which normally are only available in the live streams during the breaks, but instead you get access to a couple of free laughs. And thanks to you, I'll be able to take my own future into my own hands, and for that I will be eternally grateful, and it's something that I couldn't do without you. So I guess that kind of sums it up for this really awkward video. I'm glad it's out of the way. I will mention that we will put a link to the Patreon below, but apart from that, I just want to thank you all, each and every one of you, for joining me on this incredible journey as a content creator. I never thought 5 years ago, starting this up as a hobby, just creating gameplay videos and moving on to guides, that it would become this. And so I really am humbled to have each and every one of you here. Thank you so much for joining me, both for this video and the journey, like I mentioned, and thank you for listening to my ramblings. But anyway, guys, we are going to leave it there. I hope you have an awesome evening, and as always, until next time, you've guessed it, ciao for now.